All righty. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. And we're going to start this call off. We're actually filling in. Everybody knows Chris Doyle, Brent Palmer, Ty Rowland, Dr. Crystal, Ashley. They all host this call. And they called me yesterday and asked me if I could host it. I said, I can't do it by myself. Well, Ty said, find somebody great. And I said, I have the perfect person. If she says yes, it's on. We're going to rock and roll this morning. And we're filling in for our amazing leaders that normally do this call because we didn't want to stop the process of this amazing call this morning. And we're going to actually just talk about some basic things that we know that have helped us in our businesses throughout the years. Me and Robin been doing this years together. We've been doing this, and it's like she's like a sister to me, and I'm so thankful to do this call with her. But one of the first things we want to talk about is something that I believe might be, Robin, you can tune into this as well, but it's something I believe is the fundamental and key to growing your business. And what that is events. Events. I believe that corporate events, regional events, are something that everybody needs to be at. A lot of people may, now trust me, I understand that in some countries crossing the border and different things of that nature, it may be hard. But if you can, I encourage you to be in Las Vegas. And Robin, how do you feel about events? Like, what would you say that events are very important?
Well, events, I believe, and that's all events. Like, of course, we know you can't get to every single event. And I'm talking about an event that might just be a Zoom or a weekly training. When I first started, oh my gosh, there was so much. I thought, I'm drinking from the fire hose. I don't know which event to go to and which one not to go to. So I went to everything I could. So the importance of that, I believe, is to encourage yourself, right? You want to encourage yourself and you want to hear from the other people who have gone before you. And when someone else has gone before you, they know the ins, they know the outs. They might not speak about that on stage. They might not speak about the hard, but a lot of times they do, because everything we do in life that's worthwhile can be hard at times, right? We all go through trials. If you haven't gone through a trial, you're going to go through one at some point in your life. And if you don't go through one, you're going to go through many. But the speakers don't always talk about it on stage, but sometimes they do. And we're going to talk about stories today too. And so when you go to an event, even if you think that you don't need, well, I don't really need that encouragement today. Well, let me tell you, the other people that are there, they need your encouragement. If you're having a great day or if you're having a great season of success in your business, people need to hear what you have to say. They want to hear your excitement. They want to be able to take pictures with you. They want to hug your neck. And, the energy that you receive when you go to an event, even if it's just online sometimes, right? Like this event, you guys, give yourself a hand for being here, right? You're faithful, you're committed to your business, and you might learn something today, and you might not, but your presence is so important. And I think, we learned that early on in our first company. We learned that in Limu. We learned that, you never miss an event. And I will say this, from all the company events, I've never missed one in 8.5 years. And I don't think you have either, Ant.
Never. In 12 years, 12 years of doing this business, I think I missed one. And we had a track meet. And that's the only one I ever had to miss.
And that was in the beginning, wasn't it?
That was at the very beginning. That was the very first event that we had. We made it to events. What I learned, and I can honestly say, stories. We're going to talk about, like Robin said, we're going to talk about stories. But I'll never forget sitting in the very back of this big hotel in Dallas. It was the Hyatt, because it's like when you go to the event, you never forget the hotel. You never forget what it's like. And I was sitting in the back. and I watched person after person walk across the stage, sharing their story about how this company and how this industry changed their life. And I said, I want that for me and my family and my friends. I want to be like that person. And that's what you get from being at an event, a big corporate event. And matter of fact, I do have this because it's very important. Our next corporate event is Las Vegas, but I found this quote and I had to share it. When you were made a leader, you weren't given a crown. You were given a responsibility to bring out the best in others. Do you know how you can bring out the best in somebody? Get them to an event. Get them to an event. You want to bring the best out of somebody? Get them to a 2-on-1 presentation. Get them to a weekly Zoom call. Get them to a weekly infrastructure. We were talking to Sonya earlier. Sonya and Ernest do an amazing weekly. Every bi-weekly, it's every 2 weeks in Huntsville, Alabama. We're going to talk about events here parties in just a second, but get somebody to Las Vegas. Get somebody here to the Ignite event. You want to really impact somebody's life on your team? Get somebody to this event and watch how to change your life. I encourage everybody to be in Las Vegas, September 15th through the 17th. It is an event that you do not want to miss. Here's kind of like a mini itinerary. Of course, there's going to be more detail coming from if you jump on the Monday calls with Christine and Cameron, and you'll actually see that. But you may be brand new and say, "Hi, how do I get my ticket?" Let's walk you through that, because
this is great, Anthony. Yes,
I'm not saying that you already know how to do it. We want to walk you through it. All you do is you go to partner.co. You go to the website on your phone, on the computer. It's a lot easier on the computer. Just be totally honest. On the computer, you can do it, but you can do it from your phone. This is a phone-based business. You can do it from the phone. And you go there and you hit this human. When you click on that human, you're going to actually get the login. Everybody has a brand partner ID and a password that you created. If you don't know your password, it's great. Just know the ID, hit forgot password, just put your brand partner ID, you log in. Once you log in, as you can see, you'll see your name, to say welcome back, whatever it may say, welcome back, Robin, welcome back, Saya, welcome back, Melissa, welcome back, Aunt, mine says, and you click on events and incentives. And when you click on there, boom, it's going to have a big purple, it's going to say the Ignite event. All you do is click on get tickets. And then when you click on get tickets, you click on how many tickets you need, whether it's you and a spouse, maybe you need 2 of them, and you hit add to cart. And once you add the cart, you just purchase it like you would any other product that you have on our website. We encourage you to be at this event. I really felt that this was important to walk you through this part on how to get your ticket, because you don't want to miss this event. Corporate needs us to get our tickets. So what I encourage you to do is get your ticket before the end of the month. And then after you get your ticket, how many people are you bringing with you? Robin, I'll never forget you and Tammy, and it was a small group of y'all. Y'all made a trip together. And by the next event, how many people did y'all have with y'all?
Oh my gosh, we had so many people. So many people. That's so important too. And Aunt, I remember the story of Sonia telling about Kim, and I'm just going to tell on you guys. You've told this story up in public, and Kim had just met Sonia and got her drinking, using some of the products. And then she said, "Do you want to come with me to this event?" I don't remember what city it was in or anything.
I remember that. You know why, Robin? That was in Utah. We all went to Utah. That's where we took that amazing hike together.
Right. She said, "Do you want to watch me walk across the stage?" And Sonia said yes. And now look at Sonia. Sonia is a rock star here as well. And so, if Kim had not gone out of her comfort zone to ask Sonia to come to the event, think about that. How much Kim's team has grown because Kim decided that she wanted to get out of her comfort zone and bring someone along. And now, you guys, they have so many people coming for their events. And I just want to encourage you that I see that Dapo put in the comments here that events are encouragement, energy, environment, expectations, elevation, and exposure. And here's something I was thinking about, because you sent me a couple things that we were going to talk about today. And one of the things that people really I see really a lot in, whether it's in our business or another business, people have FOMO a lot. Like, that is the fear of missing out, right? And I know that when Tammy, before I even joined the company, I saw Tammy. I didn't know the woman. I didn't know her hardly at all. I just knew of her. I saw her and Eva Currents and Betsy Waters at an event, and I on Facebook, and I was like, oh my gosh, what are they doing? I want to be part of that. And so just about a month later, 2 months later, is when I joined the company. And so you don't want people to miss out, because they're going to have fun. They're going to link arms with other people. And I'll tell you, the energy in the room is so exciting. It is so exciting. I ran a half marathon in Jerusalem several years ago. And it was the most exciting thing I have ever done. The energy around that start was so out of this world. The power of the energy was so incredible. And so when you come to these events and you walk into the room, and it's got all that big energy, and it's got all the excitement, and you have your new people with you, and you have your people that have been here a little while with you, and you're rubbing arms, and you're excited that who is going to speak today? What am I going to learn? I'm telling you what, and this event coming up in September, you guys, this is our first global event as PartnerCo. Our first global event as PartnerCo. So we have people coming from all over that are going to share their story. They're going to share their why. We're going to see people who are succeeding, who are doing really well. And you know what? You want to be there, and you want to set your goal for what is your rank advancement that you want to have before you go, so you can start working on that. Because when you get in that seat and you see people who are succeeding, and you've been sitting on your can for a little bit, and you're going to go, oh my gosh, you don't want that regret. You don't want the regret. So get your tickets. And then you guys, a lot of times people don't have the money to fly. But guess what? If you want something bad enough, especially if you're a woman, you want something bad enough, honey, you're going to find the money. You're going to find the money to get it. You're going to manifest that money. Isn't that right, girls? Anybody who likes shoes, anybody who likes purses, anybody who likes new clothes, and guys, you have a little bit bigger tickets. Like, I want the new car. I want the motorcycle, the newest lawnmower, whatever it is, right? So anyway, I hope that encourages you guys to really get focused, because it'll be here before we know it, won't it?
Absolutely. And if you plan on, and you're going to be in Las Vegas, in the comments, let's see the yeses come on in there. Put yes in the comments. Let's see how many people are going to come, Robin. Oh, we got Melissa, Dapo.
Woohoo! Yeah,
Leanne, Diane, Kathy, Melanie, Kendra, Miss Jerry. Oh, this is exciting. I can't wait to I'm a hugger. Anybody who knows me, I love giving hugs. Make sure you come give me one. Give me a big hug, because I love me some hugs. Hey, yes, I'm so happy to see everybody coming to Las Vegas. And we're going to actually transition to the next little topic, Robin. And awesome. We're going to talk about the importance of some things you started this business. Or maybe you're in the business and you want to reactivate. Or maybe you're watching this recording and you say, hey, I want to get this thing going. Well, it's two things you need to set up in the back office. I believe, Robin, I know we feel that you really need this. And let me share my screen here, because I'm a hands-on person. unless I logged into somebody's back office that's on my team. And I wanted to show this to everybody because I believe, and Robin feels the same way, is that you need two things when you just getting started. You want to get this business back going. And those two things is you need to set up your direct deposit.
Yes.
I believe you need to set up your subscription. Anything else in the back office you would say that a brand new person needs to jump into, Robin? And I'll walk them through it on this. We wanted to do some hands-on. Hey, you just got going, or we need to show you how to do this. So all you have to do is go to matter of fact, I'll do it even better. Let me just show you how to get here. Maybe you're like, I'm going hands-on today. I want you to be able to see this from the ground up and just see how it works. Let's just say you are at partner.co. Let's say you're at the main website. You're like, how do I get to my back office? Okay, you're in luck today. We're going to show you. We're going to actually show you. Same way you log in, when you get the ticket, you just hit the login button. And let's just log into somebody's back office here. So you log in. Bam. When you log in, it's going to tell you welcome back again. All you have to do is go over here to the right-hand side and click on Office. When you click on Office, you will see it says Partner Co Office. You click right there, it'll take you to your back office. Another way, a shortcut way, is just go to office.partner.co. Office.partner.co. And it'll take you right to the back office. You log in. But when you get here, on the top left-hand side, you'll see three lines, everybody. All you do is you click on those three lines and you scroll on down. Okay, well, you join this business, and guess what? I don't think it's nobody on planet Earth that wants to start a business and don't make money. So if you plan on making money, you need to go set up your direct deposit. Yes. So you need to go down here to My Money, click the little arrow. It's going to give you some options. Look for partner.co pay. All you do is you click right there, everybody. When you click on there, it's going to pull up this, as you can see on the screen. E-wallet, Partner Co Exchange. You need to scroll down till you see where it says direct deposit. And you need to fill out your information of where you want your money coming to, whether it's a business account, a personal account, somewhere, so they can cut their check and it comes to you, because you deserve it. You deserve making money. There's nothing wrong with making money. You deserve it. Just like you go to your job and you clock in, or you own your own business and it may work, the business may run you. And guess what? Here, you come in here to make some money. Hey, set up your direct deposit. It's very important. Once you get all the way done, you hit add. And then after you put your information in, you'll be able to make sure you change the percentage to 100%, everybody. Change the percentage to 100%, hit save, and bam. Now you can get paid when you do anything on this business. And then we want to talk about subscribe and save. I always say it's your overhead. Everybody say, well, some people say, why do I need a subscribe and save? Why do I need an auto ship? Guess what? When you're in business, you always have an overhead. I don't care what it is. I cut lawns, and I had a lawnmower in business when I was young. I was a kid. And guess what my overhead was? Buying gas, keeping the weed in the string. I had to, buy belts. It's overhead. You got to put money to the side, because that's your overhead. Every 4 weeks, every 4 Saturdays, you have to place an order of at least 100 PV to be commission eligible. Again, I'll say that again. Every 4 weeks, you need to have at least 100 PV or $150 worth of product on your subscribe and save that go out that you place an order. It can either be you, or it can also be somebody, a customer. And trust me, get back with that person who shared this with you, and they will break that down. But when you're on this back office right here, it's the number 2 thing on the little screen that says subscription manager. When you click on subscription manager, everybody, it will pull up this screen. And when you pull up this screen, it will let you know. It will let you know. For instance, the person whose account I logged into is not commission eligible. It will let you know in red that you are not commission eligible. Again, it will let you know in red that it says attention, you are not commission qualified. So if this person told anybody about the products or anything like that, they would not get paid because they are what? Not commission eligible. All you have to do is when you get here is hit add new subscription. The green box with the orange circle with the white truck. You click right here, you hit add new subscription. And bam, you can add whatever it is that you want onto your subscription. As I encourage you to make sure it's 100 PV. Whether it was my favorite product, which is Blue Frog. So let's say I wanted to add Blue Frog, is right here. That's 2 cases of Blue Frog, 100 PV. As you can see, 192 every 4 weeks. Find something that works for you. Maybe you want to try a new product, but make sure that it's 100 PV. Robin, anything you want to say on this part?
Yeah. So first of all, one of the things I love is that we do have a requirement to earn income here. It's a great idea. Like Partner Code doesn't ask a whole lot of us. They don't ask us to meet certain quotas. They don't ask us to, go out and sell to, the flea market. They don't ask us to do a lot of things. The only thing that you are required to do in order to make income is to have 100 PV subscription every month. And you know what? The great thing is you get to change, you can change that. You can change your product every month if you want to, and you get the benefit of drinking or using your products each month. So you have a benefit. So you can share a story about a benefit that you might be having. So I think it's a really great idea. It also helps you to stay accountable to your business, because I have many people on my team, you guys, that keep their subscription active because first of all, they're making money. So when I put somebody on my team, I always build under them. I always build a team under them, whether they're working the business or not. And so when you are able to help your downline, you put people under them. So guess what? The people that I put underneath my team members are going to produce income for that team member. So say I enroll Sally, and then Sally puts her 100 PV subscription in. She's loving her products. She's drinking her products. And bonus, I put some people underneath. So when she starts to grow a downline and she starts to enroll people, she's already making the income. So many times on my team, I've seen this over and over. Those people are making an income, and the income they're making pays for their subscription. So basically, you can get your products for free if you know how to do it. And the other thing is, when you place a subscription order, or actually any order, what's happening is you're allowing yourself to have the opportunity to get loyalty products, loyalty rewards. So if you're eligible, and you guys should just have gotten this notice in your Partner Co Share app, if you are eligible for commission, you are eligible to get your buy down on loyalty products such as Blue Frog. And I know Blue Frog, guys, quite frankly, it takes a lot of money to produce anything in a can, in a glass bottle, or a plastic bottle. Because of all the things we've gone through lately, right, in the last several years. So when something, when we are eating up that cost, the company does, our company takes in that cost. And so sometimes it looks like it's a little bit high priced, but if you got Blue Frog on your loyalty, and this is kind of a insider secret, so you buy maybe you're going to do Noni. Maybe Noni is your product of choice, and you put that on your subscription. That's an awesome product. You want to have one staple product at least that you're drinking every month. Mine is Limu and Renew. And so we do, every month, Limu and Renew, Limu and Renew. But we also love Burn. We also love Blue Frog, and those are both on loyalty every month. So I can go in because I've got my 100 PV over here every month. Now I can go in and buy Blue Frog at a much deeper discount, right? And so,
Robin, I love me some discounts.
yes, I love me some discounts.
I think a lot of people love discounts. People love going into Ross when it's on sale. People love going into Best Buy, Walmart. Well, I think we all love some discounts. Matter of fact, if you love a discount, in the comments, let us give us a 1 if you love discounts. If you love discounts, you love
your partner code discounts.
Wait, if you love partner code discounts, hey, put a 1 in the comments. Look at all those ones coming in. People love discounts. So why not set up a subscribe and say, well, you can get products for cheaper? Again, that's right. I love how Robin said they don't ask much of us, but they asked this 100 PV. I seen one of the questions come in. It said that is the color week. When you click here, when you hit the continue and you go to the next screen, as you can see, when you click on what day you wanted to come out, you see the color week. Everybody has a color week. It'll tell you what your color week as soon as you log into your back office. It'll tell you your color week. Just make sure that you just match up your subscription with your color week. And if you have trouble, maybe you got to reach out to the person who got you going. Maybe they don't know. Customer service that we have at partner.co is absolutely phenomenal.
Yes.
I wish we can rank customer service throughout the industry, because we would have the #1 customer service, I believe, because they bend over backwards to help us out. But if somebody don't mind, for somebody who does have Partner Co's customer service number, put that in the comments for everybody who may be brand new and need that number. But make sure you match it up. Please put the customer service number in the comments for me and Robin, for everybody out there. We would love to do that. But you can come in here, you set it up, and I'm gonna give you insider tip from Kim Gray. You heard us mention Kim. Kim loves making money. She is a businesswoman. And one of the things she taught me is never order more than 100 PV on your subscription. Order anything extra as a new customer, or find you somebody who's brand new in your business and order from their site to help them get to ultimate. So insider tip, you want to know how the great leaders are doing it. Kim Gray is a great example. Her subscription is only 100 PV. Anything extra she is getting from somebody that she just enrolled within the last 30 days.
Mm-hmm. And that is wise, because we are not in this business just for ourselves. We are in this business to help other people. And I love how Kim does that. I love that Kim is always looking out for other people on her team so that she can help them to flourish as well. The other thing I want to mention real quick, Anthony, about the subscription is, if you want to change your subscription, say you want to change from Limu Original and you want to go to Noni, you don't want to go in and cancel your subscription. You want to go in and edit your subscription. So you will go to your subscription, then you will go to the product that it says on there, then you click edit. You add in your shopping cart, the new product, then you go back and delete the old one, and then you click save. Because this way you guys will be able to make sure that your weekly color, you're not messing that up. Sometimes it can get messed up. We always have technical difficulties in places. So we want to make sure that you're doing it properly, because you don't want to miss out on a paycheck because you deleted your auto ship, then the computer thinks that you just quit or that you stopped, right? And we don't want that. We want you to be able to earn income. If you have problems, you can't understand it, reach out to somebody or just simply call customer service, because we do have the best customer service of any other place that I've been involved with. So that's a really great training tool that you just talked about there, Anthony.
Absolutely. I just felt it was very fundamental that everybody needs to set up a subscribe and say 100 PV again. The next, let's change gears now, Robin. Let's talk about a list. And I always tell everybody a list is very important. You may be brand new, so let's start and say you're brand new. If you're brand new or you want to relaunch this business, I always say get you a pen and paper. And Robin, you can tie in as well. But I always tell everybody get a pen and paper, get a blank sheet of paper, and I need you to number 1 through 25 on both sides of that paper. One side of that paper, it'll be all the people you know in your life that just need the products. Who needs the products? We all can think of somebody. Oh, I wish Susan would. Susan need to hear about these skinny drops, or Susan need to hear about this mower. It's helping with inflammation. Oh, you need to sleep, but you need to renew. Whatever. 25. Make a list of 25 people that could use a product, and I want you to flip it over, and I want you to make a list of 25 people that you know that are your go-getters, people with influence, people that have an amazing personality like Robin, people that are your coaches, your teachers. And let me give you some ideas of people you may know: your nurses, your doctors in your community, your people who whatever is any kind of thing going on in the community, they the person knocking door to door. I want you to write down people that go to work and get off work and go cut grass. Your hustlers, if whatever you want to call them. On the other side, you need to write down 25 people that you would go in business with. Now, the great thing about this business is you can work with whoever you want to. So if you don't like somebody, you don't have to put them on the list. You don't have to. But I encourage you to write everybody down, because you never know who's going to meet somebody who meets somebody who meets somebody. It's just the way it is. You guys, in your list, I'm gonna be honest, after you do that 25, your list will never stop growing, Robin. Robin, I have this little red spiral here, and it's just got numbers and names, and I use something in there, and I just write them down. I take notes. I add everything down. If I was talking to Robin, and maybe I met Robin back before she was even in the industry, maybe I met her when she was a bartender. Oh, I love her personality. She has this wonderful smile. She's attractive. She has this thing where everybody's like drawn to her. I'm writing down everything I remember about Robin, and I do that with everybody. I encourage you to get you a spiral and just write the names down. But get this, every single day. I've been doing this for last 11 years, 12 years now. Every single day, I'm adding at least 2 people to my list.
So I have a couple of things I want to interject there.
Okay, go ahead.
First thing that I do, and I try to help my people do this as well. But for me, I did exactly what Ann said. I made a list. Who do I know? Because when I start talking about how great a product is, or what the benefits of a product are, the person I'm talking to, if they're like-minded in the sense of they want to help other people, how many of you, if you put a 2 in the comments here, how many of you know people who need a product benefit? Like how many know somebody who has some kind of sickness or health issue, right? And if you don't put a 2 in there, you're not telling the truth. Because everybody knows somebody who has a health issue, especially after what we've been through in the last few years, right? So if you know somebody, put a 2 in the comment if that needs a health benefit. Here's the other thing. A lot of people, when they deal with chronic illness, they don't consider themselves sick. Isn't that right? So if you have diabetes, a lot of people don't consider that they have a health issue, because they are so used to taking their medication for their diabetes. They're so used to doing that. Same with a backache. If you've had chronic back issues for 15 years, 10 years, 30 years, right? you don't really think, oh, that's not really a health issue. You're darn right, it's a health issue. It's an inflammation issue, and we can help you to relieve the pain. Okay, I'll use Kim as an example again. Kim has had, she was, her whole life had muscular dystrophy and couldn't get out of the chair sometimes at her house. And oh my gosh, who knew that muscular dystrophy could be helped? Now, we're not saying that we cure, mitigate, or heal anything, but if we can help somebody to relieve some pain, get some more mobility in their body, right? Then you can actually make a difference in someone's life. These products have changed Kim Gray's life, totally turned her life around. They've changed my life. I've struggled with an autoimmune disease. That is something you can't see. You can't see when someone has an autoimmune disease most of the time. And these products have helped me a ton with that. So those are the first people you're going to put on your list. The other people you're going to put on your list is, just like Ann said, somebody who might be successful, but here's another side to that, right? In America, look at where we are right now. And if you're in another country, this is probably, you probably have these issues too, but really in America right now, we are looking at inflation rising big time, and people can't even afford to go to the dadgum grocery store. They can't afford to buy good food. They can't afford to put gas in their tank for $4.50 or $5 a gallon. So how many people need a little side income, part-time? So you might need to make, or they might need to make a couple extra $100 a month. How many people need to make $200, $500, $800 extra a month? That is very part-time. You can do that very part-time here. And how many want to make a couple $1,000s a month? How many people want to make $10,000 a month? That's possible here. How many want to really stretch it out there and dream big? And they want to make $10,000, $20,000 a month. That's possible here too. And so all we have to do is help that person to realize, how much time do you have in your week? First of all, what is your goal? What do you want? Well, how much money do you want to make? And how many hours are you willing to put into your business? And we can show you, put those together to get you to your goal. So I want to encourage you, don't just think about the successful people. Think about the bartender. Because let me tell you, I was a bartender, you guys, and I loved it. I loved it and I was good at it. And I was at a very busy steakhouse. And when I worked, okay, I was in my late 40s, early 50s. When I did that, it was hard work, you guys. The hard work was not serving the drink. The hard work was the busyness. I bartended. I took care of the entire restaurant's drinks, all of the people that drank alcohol in that bar. I provided that for everybody, and the ones that sat around the bar. But that wasn't the hard part. The hard part was when my 50-year-old body had to lift all those metal things and wash them every night and clean the floors and make everything beautiful and perfectly clean. That was hard work. And I came home at 1 or 2 in the morning and I was tired. And I thought, there has got to be a better way. And it wasn't helping my health. It was not helping my health. I did love all the camaraderie, but it wasn't helping my health. So what about those people? Like Ann said, what about the guy who's mowing your lawn? What about, I know a lot of people who drink Blue Frog who are mowing lawns, right? You go out to your lawn guy and you give him a Blue Frog. Hey, I just want to refresh you. How about the guy who's laying your wood floor? How about the lady who's, nannying your children? How about, anybody, really, anybody, the girl at the boutique who's busting her hump for $14 an hour. How many of those people? So think about those people. And then the third list that I make, and this is usually my first list, is, everyone, you were created with an intuition. You were created with the ability to hear God. Now I call him God. He's personal to me. So you can, whatever your religion is or your faith, you can believe that, but you still have an intuition that I believe is created by God. And I ask, who do you want me to talk to about this business? Who needs this business? And I'll give you a very big, beautiful example that changed my life. When I first started this business, I said, okay, God, I don't want to do it the old-fashioned way. I don't want to talk to 150 people and get one. I said, I want to talk to the people you want me to talk to. Okay? So guess whose name came to my mind? Crystal Vance. Crystal Vance came to my mind. Now, I didn't even know Crystal very well. I knew her some. I administered to her. We've been in some of the same circles. And so I just I didn't know what the heck I was talking about. Almost swore there. But I didn't know what I was talking about. But I knew that Crystal, even though she was a doctor, she had a personal health issue. She had a health issue that I knew that the fucoidan in limu could probably help her. So I just stepped out on faith. You guys, you have to step out on faith. You have to step out and you have to take a risk, because if I hadn't done that, think about it, thousands of people would not be in this business or passed through this business if I had not reached out to Crystal, like Ashley Paulson, Val Hine. I mean, we have all these leaders, Christy Elliott, all these leaders. There's thousands of people on Crystal's team. I would not have had that blessing, and neither would they. So I just reached out very simply. Excitement does a lot. And I just said, hey, I think you should look into this fucoidan stuff. Now, I'm not saying that's the way to do it, okay? But doing that is better than nothing. So I reached out and she said, okay, what I didn't know, you guys, is I did not know that a lot of chiropractors get reached out to by everybody. Oh, you should try this product because they want you to promote it in your office. And so when I reached out to Crystal, she said, okay, that was it. She didn't say anything else. And 3 months later, she said, okay, it's time. Let's do this. And I was like, okay. And I was already well on my way. I was already, moving right along the ladder there. So when we did that, I'm telling you, people got excited. And this is kind of going into part, how you're going to tell your story and stuff, but people got excited. So Tammy and I drove up to Gillette, Wyoming, which was 6.5 hours away. And guess what? I'm not a very good traveler by car, but we knew we needed to do a launch for her. We knew, and I told her, you make your list. And I taught her, we helped her to invite. Now, Crystal, she had already been in this industry when growing up. Her mother and dad, Dave and Beth Vance, were rock stars in another company. And so when we went up there and did her launch party, this is why a launch party is so important. So important, you guys, whether it's by Zoom or in person. Now, in person is awesome if you can do it in person, because you get to hobnob, you get to rub shoulders, you can try out the products and all that. So we went up there, we did 2 launches, one at noon at her office, and we did one in the evening. And because people trusted Crystal, they came. They were excited. No one in that area had heard of limu. Nobody. And Ashley Paulson's mother came to that party. And she was part of that excitement. I'm getting hair growing, my hair on my arm standing up right now. It was so exciting. And I will tell you this, you guys, in one day, now our packs were $1,000 or $500 back then. And when in one day at Crystal's launch parties, we had 17 people hand us their credit card, stood in line. They stood in line to hand us their credit card for $1,000 a piece because they knew they trusted Crystal. They were part of something exciting that was starting in their area. We are right there right now, you guys, right now with Partner Co. We are there. We are at the precipice right now. Nobody's heard of Partner Co. Nobody's heard of the house of brands that we have. So that's how that got started. And with 4 of Crystal's friends, she started that business. And it was awesome. And we had a ball and we were making money, all of us. We were rolling and making money. That's what you're about to see. It's already happening in the South. It's already rolling up here in the North. It's already going to the West. It's already going to the East. You guys, you want to be part of that. You want to be part of that. So if you have not had a launch party for your business, I encourage you to get with your upline and do a launch party for your business, whether it's on Zoom or in person. And the other thing is, if you've been in business for a while and you haven't really had a lot of things to, going on in your business, do another launch party. Do a Partner Co launch party. Do a Partner Co launch party right now, because now is the time. And we're getting ready to do a launch party for my new people. I'm so excited, Todd and Lisa. We're getting ready to do that. And I just want to encourage you guys, you never know what your story is going to be if you don't step out. Listen to the name and write it down and then reach out. Here's another story really quickly. About 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I kept saying, okay, who's next? Who should I talk to? Who should I talk to? And my girlfriend, Lisa, came to my mind. She came to my mind and I was like, oh, well, she's really successful, what she does, and I don't think they really probably need any money. You know how you talk yourself out of it? Don't talk yourself out of it. Just obey. So what I did, I kept, every time I'd ask, and Lisa's name would come up. So I reached out to Lisa, and she got some products and everything, but it wasn't the right time. And as the years have gone by, a couple of years have gone by now, we've gone through some bumps and some bruises, and now we are ready to roll. And I heard Lisa's name again. And guess what? The timing is right. The timing is right now. So you guys have somebody in your back pocket. You have somebody out there. So who is that? I want you to just take 10 seconds right now. And I want to say, who do you need in your business that needs this business? Whether it's for a product benefit or a business benefit, financial benefit, or even a community benefit. Some people just need a community, right? Some people need, Trina, I bet you need a community, don't you? You need a community, right? Robin Rowland needs a community. Cheryl Elliott needs a community. I mean, who wouldn't want to be with us? So I hope that helped you guys. If that helped you guys, just give you some ideas, put a 1 in the comments.
I know it helped me out, Robin. I'm ready to have me another launch party on Zoom.
That's right.
Or in my home. It doesn't matter to me. I love scheduling launch parties for people because you always find the warm market. You hear Todd say this a lot. I love when Todd says that. You get into a person's warm market. Yes, Dr. Crystal was Robin's friend, but then when she got all those new people in, that was Crystal's warm market. There's nothing like a person's warm market. It's just a whole new repertoire of people that you get to talk to. And the last thing we'll tackle today is something I believe is so powerful. And that's your story, everybody. And let me get this. Everybody has a story. I don't care if you joined yesterday, you have a story. So I don't want you to look at myself, don't look at Robin, don't look at Ty, don't look at Kim and be like, well, I don't have a story as good as that. Well, they all have a story of where they came from. And you do too. So for me, Robin, whenever I'm doing a presentation, whether it's with your friend, or one-on-one, or two-on-one, or whether it's a big in-home party, it's 3 questions for me that I'm always looking to answer, everybody. 3 questions that I'm looking to answer to everybody out there. And the first one is, I got to be able to answer the question of who I am, because I believe a new person always looking there. Who is this guy in front of the room? Who is he? Like, who is? So I got to be able to answer this question throughout my story or throughout my presentation. Who am I? Most time through my story, I can answer who I am. The second question that I love to answer is, that I believe that people are asking themselves is, what do they have? Like, what is it that they brought me to? Like, what is this, you know? And so I got to be able to answer that question. Like, what do I have? Well, I have these amazing products through partner.co that I get to have this virtual franchise and I get to share. And then the last question is, why should I care? I believe everybody that sits down and hear about this presentation, that hears about partner.co, is asking themselves those 3 questions. Who are you? What do you have? And why should I care? If you can answer those questions throughout your presentation, I promise you, it will really, really help you out. But a story is so impactful because it's you. My good friend, Coach Willie, said it like this. He said, think about, Robin, what is one of your favorite songs of all time?
Are you asking me for real?
Yeah, for real. What's one of your favorite songs? In the comments, put some of your favorite songs, everybody. Put your favorite song in the comments, everybody. Put one of your favorite songs in the comment. I'm pretty sure everybody I would love to just see some of these songs that come on in. If you can remember your favorite, most everybody knows their favorite song. Everybody has a favorite song. And guess what? Robin, have you ever cut your favorite song on? Has the lyrics ever changed?
No, they don't change.
I don't care if the song is 20 years, 30 years, 50 years old. It never changes. And guess what? Whoever the artist is of that song, for instance, I believe everybody should love Michael Jackson. But hey, a lot of people love Michael Jackson. Think about it. Michael Jackson still has hit records that make money, and he's gone home to the good Lord. Guess what your story is? Your story is like that hit record. Because Robin shared her story one time, I'm able to use it anytime I need it. Because I heard Marlene's story before, I'm able to use that anytime that I want. Because I heard Kim Gray's story, which I still use to this day, I'm able to use that story. I'm making money off my good friend Kim Gray's story.
Yes.
That is how impactful a story is. So you have a story. Everybody does. We all start somewhere. Just remember to answer those 3 questions throughout your story. Make it short and sweet. Mm-hmm. Now, everybody, I know that the stories can get sometime real big, real impactful. Of course, you always don't want to make any medical claims. And the reason we say don't make medical claims, because guess what? When the company gets in trouble, guess who else hurts from the company getting in trouble? We do. So don't make medical claims. Don't make medical claims on your social media. Share your story. Tell people where you were. If you're brand new and you say, hey, I don't have a story, or you maybe say, hey, how do I share my story? Well, where were you but when you heard about this product? Where were you? Like in your store, where were you? Like maybe you were a school teacher. Maybe like Robin, I was a bartender. I pretty much I was working from ain't to faint. I was just in there. I was going in every day and I was working all these long hours. And for me, I was a college student, double major. I ran track at the university. It never changes. Who are you? Where are you coming from? Mm-hmm. Ask yourself that. Then what excited you about this? What excited you? For me, it was my good friends that said, hey, we can make some money with this and our families can be healthy. Mm-hmm. Those two things stood out to me and I'll never forget. I said, well, I'll never forget. I remember telling my good friends that was on the track team with me, if half of what y'all telling me is true, that'll be a blessing. Mm-hmm. Half. All I needed was half because I wanted my family to feel better and I also wanted to make some extra money. So I went from where I was, what excited me, and what I see coming from it going forward. Right now, my story it changed a little bit. Right now is a perfect time, and I believe you don't want to miss this train. You don't want to miss this train. I believe everybody should jump on and dive in. But on your story, Robin, what tips would you give people when they're creating their story?
Oh my gosh, you guys. So the story is so important. And here's the thing. You know, I remember one time I was at one of our parties early on, and a woman came up to tell her story, and it was a lot of tragedy, like really hard tragedy and trauma. And that's all she told. And so people were like left with like, oh my gosh, you know, you don't want to leave people with a trauma. You don't want to leave people with a heartache. You want to leave them with hope. So there's three things to your story, right? Your three things are, what is your pain point? What was your pain point? For me, I was sick for 10 years. I couldn't get my health in order. I didn't have any energy. I had inflammation like crazy in my body. I was sick and I was tired. And I was sick and tired. Okay, that's pain point. That's number one. Then number two, the second point is your pivot. You have to have a pivot. So you can actually do, if you watch my body language, guys, you can go like this. So when I first heard about this, I was sick and I was tired. I was a long time ill. Oh my gosh, it was so hard. I couldn't get out of bed in the morning sometimes. I remember I was in bed for 3 months because I was so ill. And then, you see the pivot? You move your body, and then I heard about the super nutrient. I heard because I bought a cake from Tammy Maltby, and she gave me a brochure. She gave me a brochure about a product, and I thought, oh, brother, whatever. And then I started drinking the product, and it started to change my life. It started to help me feel better. And your story might be, I was out of work for 3 years. We were really struggling to pay the bills. Like my family, we had lost everything. That's part of my story too. We lost everything. My house got foreclosed on. Our truck got repossessed. And then I got sick. And then this amazing opportunity was presented before me because I was praying about something. I was praying that God would help us. I was praying about that. And we started to share with our friends, and we started having a lot of success in our finances. So you have to find three things. You got to remember, you don't make the hard part really long stories so that everybody's like this. Oh. You want to give them encouragement, right? You want to give them encouragement. And so what is your pivot point? I was like this until somebody gave me a better way. And once I started drinking the products, seeing more people come in my business, being around a community of believers or people who are believing in our company and our products, then I started having hope and I started having success. Do you see that? 3 points. This is how I was, then this happened, and now here's my hope. Does that make sense, guys? Does that make sense? I hope that's made sense to you. And if you need help with that, one of the best people that I know that helps people with their story is Crystal. Dr. Crystal is really great about that. You can reach out to any of us. So I know we're going long here, but I wanted to say, you guys all have a story. Make your pain point in your life be a little vulnerable, you guys. Make your mess your message, and you will touch more people's lives than you can even imagine. Right? Right, Ann?
Absolutely. And everybody, remember, your story is so impactful. Share your story with your friends. Share your story with your family. Take whatever it is, practice it. You get good. Also learn your little 30-second story. You know, something where you're on the, I'll call it the elevator pitch. You know, sometimes you only have 30 seconds. Maybe okay, what key points can I mention to impact somebody's life on the elevator that'll have them saying, hey, well, how do I get involved in that? You know, so those are the type of things that we encourage you to learn how to do. Practice with your upline, your side, cross line, down line. It don't matter whoever, but just practice. Practice that story and share it. And when you share it, you'll learn how it will continue to grow. We know we went just a little bit over, but we respect everybody's time. We thank y'all so much for tuning on in with us this Saturday morning. I know I can speak on this. Hey, I hope that we did justice and hope we impacted y'all just like our phenomenal leaders and our friends that do this call every Saturday morning. We just thank y'all so very much. And everybody, we'll stop the recording here. We'll have the recording out there.
If you found value, put value in the comments.
If you found value,